Hey you guys, this is Jenny, and this is our Kundalini Yoga class for Sunday the 3rd. I'm actually out of town this weekend, so this one is pre-recorded. I'll be teaching yoga at a rally in Texas called the Southern Throwdown. So I'll be teaching a bunch of bikers some yoga and some stretching techniques. I'm really looking forward to it. But this is my favorite month. October is by far my favorite month. I have always noticed year after year after year, I finally realized a pattern that October is my month. I experience exponential growth, major positive changes occur for me during this month. It's a month that I really look forward to, and even just entering into this first day of the month, I already can feel that magical energy for me. It's that static energy. So it's a really special month for me. And I really always feel totally elevated and just full in my spirit. And I thought it would be really fun to share that with you guys today. So we're doing body adjustment to elevate the spirit. So what it says about this Kriya, which was taught in Española in New Mexico, which is a beautiful, beautiful, magical place. It says that disease comes from structural change. This is the Oriental ancient ways of looking at it. This body and its bones have no screws and bolts. It's held together by tissue and muscle. During one's life, many movements occur in the body simultaneously, influencing the action of the muscles. Certain muscles are stronger and hold the skeleton in different ways than the other muscles. This can lead to physical problems. Life becomes imbalanced and irritation sets in. The whole body structure is responsible for one's elevation, for one's beingness. A car has its gas, it has its transmission, and it starts. If one part is missing or if just a little air does not get to the gas, it dies. It's the same with the body. So to me, I always like to read what they have to say about the Kriyas, but I also then always just think about it in relation to what I know about things, right? And what I believe to be true and how I believe that things work, universally speaking. And to me, what happens is we store a lot of energy in our body sometimes. It's not harmonious with our natural vibration. Our natural vibration is that of divinity. It is sacred. It is the, because we are that universal well of all beautiful energies, that oversoul energy, that divine, great spirit, however you choose to look at it, God energy. And if I am that, if I honor the truth that I am that, then anything that's not harmonious with that energy is going to want me to look at it. It's going to show itself to me. I'm going to feel it. It's not going to feel comfortable. It's not going to feel good necessarily, right? And that's to give me the opportunity to look at it and to release it, to move my body, to do the things that are necessary to facilitate the release of the energy that is not harmonious with my natural state of being, which is that I am. And so it's really important that we often do the things that we know are necessary to do that internal reflective work, checking out what's going inside of our own being, which is what yoga is all about. It's that opportunity to come back inside. It's the opportunity to align our being. It's the opportunity to become harmonious with our natural state, which is that I am. And recognizing that I am that, right? So I think this is a really awesome Kriya. It's really different in that we're not necessarily doing timed Kriya or exercises today. A lot of the exercises are numbered, so you're going to do a certain number of them. And so we'll be keeping up that way as well. But I think it's a really awesome Kriya. I just really want to share that uplifted energy with you guys. I think this is such a special month. I hope you guys all feel that same lightness, that same magic in the air, that opportunity, tingling on the fringes of everything that you do. Just being willing to really live this month, not just getting caught up in our experiences and just existing and then pulling our head up at some point and going, what the hell? Where did this month go? I didn't even really participate in any of it. I didn't necessarily do a lot of things I wanted to do. I just did what I thought I needed to do or had to do or was supposed to do without a lot of conscious living. Because even when we're busy, we can take the time to experience things consciously, to do the stuff, to make space for the stuff that makes us feel light and beautiful and amazing and brings that magic into our experience. So remembering to take responsibility for our state of being and making sure that we're creating the opportunities that are necessary for us to be present and to live during this time. So let's go ahead and start by tuning in. Coming into that easy seat on your mat. If you can't cross your legs, you can just stretch them out in front of you. That's okay too. And just remember to modify anything that you need to modify. Edit anything you need to edit. Visualize when you need to visualize, remembering how powerful that is as well. Never pressing into pain or tingling or numbness. Just honoring your body and taking care of your needs. And let's take this opportunity together on our mats today to come back inside. Giving the body opportunity to draw itself into alignment so that it can engage in the practices that would enrich and enliven the spirit. Offering that prana, that life force energy, not the energy that we're drawing from outside of ourselves and taking it into our being, but that prana that exists within our own being. That great well of universal energy that's available to us at any time, because I am the child of the divine. I am the child of God. And all of the inheritance that comes within that energetic space is mine to be had. It's already there. I lack nothing. Everything is already there waiting for me, just waiting for me to look at it, waiting for me to engage with it, waiting for me to focus my attention on it. And as you notice, the body draws itself into further alignment. Heads floating over the heart, hearts floating over those sits bones. Feeling rooted and grounded into the safe space on your mat. Even visualizing those beautiful roots growing out from all of the points of the physical being down into the earth. Remembering this is my time, this is my space. And dropping those shoulders back and down. Further exposing that heart space, allowing it to radiate forward so that that natural vibration of your own being has that availability to really shine forth from your own heart, from your physical body, an energetic being. And then taking those hands in front of that heart space and beginning to rub the palms of the hands together. Fingertips are pointed towards the front wall. Tuck the thumbs into the breastbone. We're going to use that mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo to tune into those higher aspects of your own being, that soul space. Inhale nice and deep. Exhale fully and completely. And then inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale nice and deep, suspend your breath at the top. Apply a root lock if it's in your practice. Not pregnant. No moon cycle, hypertension, glaucoma. Exhale. Release the lock, release the hands. Keep the eyes closed for a moment and just continue to breathe into the body. Just equal lengths of inhalation to exhalation on a natural breath. Gently allowing those eyes to flutter open whenever you're ready. We're going to start with a breath of fire this morning. So same contraindications for that root lock. No hypertension, no moon cycle, no pregnancy, no glaucoma or anything of that nature. If you do have any of these kinds of situations right now that are arising for you, then please go ahead and do the long, deep breath instead. That's going to be way more nurturing and sustaining for where you're at right now in this moment. So go ahead and take those hands out to gently frame the hips and just take a moment to ground into the earth with those fingertips. Close the eyes. Feeling supported, feeling sustained and nurtured. Then inhale, we're going to draw those arms up at a 60-degree angle. Tuck those fingers into the pads of the hands. Thumbs are directly pointed upward into the sky. We're going to use that navel point center to forcefully press the air in and out through the nostrils. So we're going to inhale deeply. Exhale fully and completely. Inhale to begin. Deep inhalation, take those thumbs to touch overhead, suspend the breath, apply your root lock. And when you can no longer hold that air, exhale and really gently and slowly release those arms all the way down, opening up those palms nice and wide until those fingertips find the earth. Caressing the aura the entire way down, just feeling into that energy that you created. I can literally feel the hairs on my arms just standing up. Think of all the incredible energy that we can create, all of the things that we are capable of that we just don't even realize. We don't focus our attention on it, and therefore we don't generate that reality. You are so powerful. Just feel into that energy that you've created for a moment with those eyes gently closed. Focus is at the third eye. Ego eradicator breath. We're eradicating all of the things that are not aligned to the truth of our being. All of the things that we thought we were, but we aren't, that are the social programs, the dogmas, the old stories. Letting go of every breath, every short, forceful breath. Burning away all of those things that are not aligned to the truth of our being. Gently taking the palms of the hands onto the knees. Keep the eyes closed and continue to breathe for a moment. And gently opening up those eyes whenever you're ready. Now, each one of these is timed, and I'm going to go with the time that it takes me to accomplish these. But if it takes you longer, you don't have to do them all. But if you want to, you can certainly pause this and do the full number. If you don't want to do that and you can only get to like half of it or a third of it even, or whatever it is, don't pressure yourself. Don't push yourself. It's totally okay. You can continue to lay on your mat and visualize yourself accomplishing those exercises. Just really visualizing and feeling that into your mind's eye and into your body, your physical being and energetic being, as if you were doing them. So don't put any pressure on yourself. We're going to do our best to keep up because these are not timed, and they are numbered, many of them. We're just going to do our best here, right? So what we're going to do for this first exercise, we're going to go ahead and lay down on our back. So go ahead and swing those legs around in front of you. Use that core energy to release the spine, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down into the earth. Stretch those legs out long. You're going to take your hands and clasp them. Rest them gently behind the neck. But if you need that additional support in your lower spine, don't hesitate to take those hands underneath those hips to protect that lower spine if you're finding that it's not meeting the mat. So do what you need to do to protect the spine, to take care of your body. We're going to do 54 of these. Where we inhale, lift the legs up at a 90-degree angle. Exhale, release them all the way down to the mat, okay? So inhale up, exhale down. If you have to alternate your legs, you can alternate one and then the other. If you can't lift both at the same time, modify however it is you need to modify. Seven. I'm at 40. Two, 53, 54. Release them all the way down. Tap out that belly for a moment. Breathe into the body. Eyes are closed. Catch your breath. Gently open up those eyes whenever you're ready. Draw the knees into the chest. Rock and roll into a comfortable seated position. So we're going to come into our next exercise. And we're going to do 21 of these if you can. So we're going to come up onto our hands and knees so that we can transition to downward facing dog posture or triangle pose. Curl the toes under, press the hips into the sky. I've got to walk my feet back a little bit here to transition easily, because what they want us to do is to move from our downward dog or triangle posture into our cobra. So nice and slow, it says. Transition from the downward dog into your cobra. We're going to do 21 of these. Ten. 'We're starting hardcore today. 16, 10 to go. Or excuse me, 6 to go. 5. 5. Drop those glutes back towards the heels. Come into that child's pose posture. Whenever you're through, take some deep breaths. Relax into the body. Focus on the third eye space. You can even gently massage the third eye into the earth by moving the forehead from side to side. Catching your breath. Gently open those eyes whenever you're ready. Next exercise is our live nerve stretch, which we're pretty familiar with at this point, I feel like, if you've been taking these classes at all online. So to come into the live nerve stretch, you can keep those legs nice and long. Peace fingers wrap around the big toes. Crown of the head is still parallel to the sky, gaze is forward to start. You can also bend those knees if that facilitates drawing those feet a little bit closer to you so you can reach your toes. Or you can gently rest your palms of your hands on the shin bones somewhere, just never on the joints of the knees or the ankles. We're going to do 100 of these gentle exercises for the live nerve stretch. Inhaling up, exhale, bend the elbows, drop the forehead towards the knees. Inhale up, exhale down, keep it going. One 108. Inhale up, suspend the breath, apply your root block. Exhale, release those hands gently onto the shin bones. And then inhale, rise up, drawing those hands back up towards the hip crease. Crossing those legs, breathe into the body. Eyes are closed, focused on the third eye space. Gently opening up those eyes whenever you're ready. This next exercise, we're going to be in our rock pose position. So if you can come up into your rock pose, we're going to go ahead and do so. And we're actually going to do this particular exercise 108 times on each side. So a combined 216 times. But it's a very quick movement. We're coming up on those knees, dropping those glutes down towards those heels. Take those hands, interlock the fingers, and drop the hands behind that occipital bone, behind the neck. We're going to inhale, twist to the left, exhale, twist to the right. And we're going to do that for a combined total of 216 times, 108 on each side. 50. 100. Inhale to center. Suspend the breath and apply your root lock if it's in your practice. Sorry, I think I had us go a little over. Exhale. Release the hands, release the lock. Super gentle and slow. Come down off of those knees. Hands gently resting on the knees, closing the eyes, focusing on that internal part of your being. Gently opening up those eyes, come up onto those hands and knees in your tabletop position. We're going to come into those cat-cow stretches now. Tipping the tailbone, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Tucking the tailbone, rounding through the spine, tucking the chin. That's 1. We're going to do 108 of those, so keep it going. Fifty. 100. Come back to center. Really, 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 really slow and gentle. Come back into that easy seated posture. Resting the hands on the knees. Focus is at the third eye, breathing into the body and just taking note of what's inside. Really slow and gentle, open those eyes. We're going to come back into that rock pose. And we're going to take some really super gentle neck circles. This does rapidly, but I always encourage you guys to move at whatever pace you need to, because we need to be really safe with our necks. Really, really, really safe and careful with that neck. Make sure we're not pressing into pain, tingling or numbness. Never hurting ourselves. Just move at the rate that feels the most comfortable and safe to you. We're doing 52 on each side. So inhale deeply. Exhale completely, releasing the chin to the chest. Again, taking those gentle neck circles in whatever direction feels most safe and comfortable. Once you've hit 52 on that side, take it in the opposite direction. Inhale, lift that head back up to center whenever you're through. Keep those eyes closed. Breathing into the body. We're going to be in rock pose for the next couple exercises. So if you need to stretch out your legs and kick them out for a second, go ahead and do so. Come back into that rock pose, gently opening up those eyes whenever you're ready. This next exercise, we're going to lift up through one arm and reach it across towards the opposite wall, and drop one arm down, reaching the fingertips towards the opposite wall. Then you're going to switch sides. We're going to do this 52 times on each side. Drop those hands down onto those knees whenever you're through. Inhale deeply. Suspend your breath and apply your root block to your practice. Exhale, release the lock. Keep those eyes closed, breathing into the body. Kick out those legs if you need to, stretch them out for a second. Gently opening up those eyes. We're going to come into that next exercise. And we're going to be here for 30 minutes. We're going to be in rock pose. We're reaching out and grabbing energy and pulling it back in and then reaching forward with the other arm. The movement is rapid and fluid. The shoulders and trunk move slightly in a turning motion. We're utilizing that mantra Sata Nama. Sa Ta Na Ma. Sa Ta Na Ma. Sa Ta Na Ma. As you pull it in. Satanama is that mantra that means my true identity. That is my truest self, calling forth that soul space, that true identity. We're going to be here for 30 minutes. So inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale to begin. sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Continue on. Listen to your own voice vibrating throughout your being, owning your truth, connecting to that soul space, that divine expression of being. One minute down. More than 2 minutes in. Release those hands down onto those thighs. Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath, apply a root lock, sealing the energy of that exercise and the previous exercises into your being, allowing them to alchemize, transmute, to shift, reset. Exhale, release the lock. Really slow and gentle, come down into that easy seated posture. Kick out those legs, shake them out if you need to, wake them up. Last exercise before our final Shavasana. We're going to come into that easy seated posture with our hands on our knees, and we're going to begin grinding our trunk in a circular motion, clockwise, counterclockwise, and we're going to do that for 3 minutes. So this isn't necessarily like Sufi grind. We're actually churning the trunk of the body, just like this. You're going to be doing that in a counterclockwise position, and you're going to be here for 3 minutes. So inhale deeply, exhale completely, and inhale to begin. Eyes are closed, focused on the third eye. Only have 2 minutes left. Less than 1 minute to go, so give it all you've got. Inhale to center. Suspend the breath, apply the root lock. Exhale, release the lock. Take a couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then making your way into your final Shavasana corpse pose. Releasing the spine super slow, nice and controlled, all the way down, lengthening through the body, stretching out those legs. Arms framing the body, palms can be face down or face up. And just breathe. Relax. And just witness the interior of your being without judgment. Only allowance and acceptance. Your life is allowed to be enjoyable. I think we've forgotten this. We do exercise. We don't enjoy to get a certain type of body. We do work we dislike to get a certain type of lifestyle. We are so often sacrificing our joy for some societal goals we're supposed to want. And yet our joy, our enjoyment, our love of our own life, how is that not the standard for our well-being? We have normalized that our life is only as good as it looks to others. This requires ignoring our inner knowing, the most vital truth we have at our disposal. It's why we hustle. It's why we obsess over hard work as opposed to inspired effort. It might explain why we're exhausted and yet unfulfilled and burned out. Because there's a knowing within all of us, a map that will lead us to what is most true. Success is not some external guidepost. It's always been within. How we feel about ourselves, the lives we're building, and the amount of joy, calm, happiness, and love we allow ourselves to contain. Success is not out there. It's about creating a life you love so much that feels so true to you that you have nothing left to prove. It's all inside. Everything you've ever wanted, everything you've ever dreamed of, it's already yours. We're not asking some benevolent being to grace us with the things that we wish we had. We're expanding our consciousness to recognize that through the inheritance of our divine nature, it is already ours. It is already there, just waiting for us to accept it. Really, really slow and gentle. Come back to your body. Start wiggling the fingers and toes if you want to, wrapping the hands around the wrists, taking whatever gentle movements, whatever gentle stretches are going to draw you back into your physical being, back into this safe space on your mat. Deepening the breath. Rolling over onto the right side in the fetal position whenever you're ready. Spending one more moment. Acknowledging the beauty of who and what you are, being grateful for this opportunity to express yourself into this time and space. And pressing into the palm of the left hand whenever you're ready so that you can come into a comfortable seated posture so that we can complete our practice today with 3 long Set Nams. Set Nam, I am truth. Truth is my name. Truth is my identity. Take those hands in a prayer pose. Tuck the thumbs into the breastbone and inhale deeply. Exhale fully and completely. And then inhale deep again. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Namaste. Sat Nam, I am truth. Truth is my name. Namaste. I honor that beauty, that unique embodiment of being that only you could accomplish in this time and space without the desire to change it. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I love this practice so much. This is an amazing month. I feel so awesome about it. So many good things are coming. And I hope you guys are feeling that same energy as I am and opening yourself up to more of all of the things that you know you deserve, that you just haven't always been willing to accept for yourself. You are worthy. You deserve every bit of it. I'll look forward to seeing you guys next week. So until then, have a great, great, great week. Bye.